Hey guys, my name's Dave and welcome to Let's Click Photography, and today we're going to be talking about location hunting and location scouting. So before we even set up a camera tripod, it is important to figure out our locations for landscape photography. There are many resources out there and I'm sure I'm just going to touch the surface today. But before I really get into it, I just want to say just how important this step is in producing a final, fabulous landscape image. The work that you do before even leaving the house, the work that you do on location before taking your camera out of the bag will pay absolute dividends in your final image. So first up, there is the obvious tools that you can use to find your locations. Google, Bing, whatever your search engine of choice is, it is full of location ideas. And that is how I tend to come up with my wider search net. For instance, the Lake District, searching the Lake District, I know I want to go to the Southern Lakes because I know the Southern Lakes is closer to where I live and my time frame. Southern Lakes, what lakes are in the Southern Lakes? Great, Google, Bing, whatever, great for that. But then I want to bring down that net a little bit further. I want to bring it in, I want to think about exactly the place that I'm going to go to. And so I go to other resources, Instagram, image search, Google Earth, other photographers' websites. You'd be surprised how many photographers share the locations that they go to on their websites in blogs. I myself do it actually. If you went to my website, which is letsclickphotography.com, there's blogs on there which talk about, I think my most recent one, about locations that are great for photography. You can also take the family as well. You can find loads of resources by visiting other photographers' websites. And talk about other photographers, there are resources out there where other photographers upload images and upload locations onto website. Off the top of my head, there is one called locationscout.net, and locationscout.net is full of comments, photos, explanations from photographers from all around the world. It is a worldwide location scouter. Then of course there's a couple of other little apps. So All Trails is a good one, and there's also things like PhotoPills to find out where the sun's going to be at a certain time, which way it's coming in. If you're after the sun, of course, it might be that you're after the moon, it might be that you're after the Milky Way, whatever it might be. Okay, so you know which location you're going to, so you've made it there. So what should you do when you arrive upon a location? Well, my tip, and something that I always do, go and scout. And don't even think about getting your camera out. Just go and scout, go and have a good wander around. So you've arrived early, so take that time, make use of it. Go and find some locations, go and have a good look around. One of the things that I use massively whilst I'm doing that is my phone. I take compositions on my phone, I make any little note, and what I'll do with that information is go back to the car. I usually have a bite to eat and I'll just have a look through them. And what did I write on there? You know, what time is the sun arriving at that particular spot? Because I'll also, whilst I'm there, go, this has potential. Take a look on PhotoPills and see where the sun's going to be at a certain time. And there's all those bits, and through doing that I can actually get rid of a couple of those compositions and say that's not going to work for me today, but I might earmark that for a future visit. Get high, get low, try different perspectives, and it is so much easier when you are just doing it with your phone. You're not altering heights of tripods, you're not carrying any big kit around, and you don't have that stress of thinking I want to shoot this now. Doing it this way and having that patience can really pay dividends. So to give you one example of where this works really brilliantly for me, there's a place called Bleetan in the Lake District, and Bleetan in the Lake District, I arrived in the morning around 9 AM. I went for a wander around. I spent about 2.5 hours walking around that location. I got back in my car, I reviewed the shots that I took on my phone, I made an earmark for a few locations, I went for lunch, I came back about 2 hours later and I went directly to my first location, set up, and knew precisely where I was going. And you can see the resulting images from that look around Bleetan by hitting this button here and heading over to the vlog from that location. Afterwards scouted, of course. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button down here to make sure you stay in touch with the channel. And I will see you over on that one any second now.